Brandon, going to you. Is Oklahoma officially a playoff contender? I got to know.
No, not now.
Wow.
No. What? No.
Okay. Explain why.
Because Dylan Gabriel, I like Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be the great quarterback everybody thinks he's going to be when there's a tight game in the fourth quarter. That's just me. And because I've seen it in the past and how he reacts under that type of pressure. So until I see that change there at OU, I'm not going to say OU is a playoff team right now. I mean, they'll certainly contend because they should win the Big 12 now by looking at them these first few weeks. But no, I don't see it right now as a serious playoff contender.
Brandon, what are we talking about? The Oklahoma Sooners are definitely a playoff contender, with the exception of Georgia, who so far has been the most dominant program in the country this year. And also we got to all keep Alabama there, right? They could easily jump in to the 3 or the 4 spot. Ohio State has been pretty flawless too thus far. But Oklahoma, if they win out and go and win the Big 12 and go undefeated, they definitely are going to be deserving of a playoff spot. And so we have to be honest with ourselves when we talk about things like this. You got to show respect to the Oklahoma Sooners. Now, they're going to have tougher games in Nebraska. Nebraska's down a little bit. But if Oklahoma...
A little bit?
Hey. We're going to get into Nebraska soon, I'm sure. All right? Yeah. We're going to get it, but this is about Oklahoma. If Oklahoma goes undefeated and wins the Big 12, they would definitely be deserving of a playoff spot. But there's going to be a lot of other factors. But they are, to say they're not a contender, they're definitely a contender.
For me personally, I know I'm buying into the hype, guys. I'm easing into it. Now, here's the thing, Brandon, like, we've seen the offensive lulls for Oklahoma. We've seen some defensive lulls. But what they put on paper today, granted against a bad Nebraska team, and again, like Carl mentioned, thanks, Carl. We'll get into that here in a second, so stick around. I just feel like this is maybe a more complete team as we witness through Dylan Gabriel's progression. We see how this defense is changing. I'm very interested, Brandon, because I feel like you have to at least acknowledge this is appearing to be a more complete overall football team as it evolves under Brent Venables.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I expected that defense to play very well, even after losing what they lost last season. I wasn't very impressed, honestly, what Alex Grinch did with that unit he had last year. They should have been a lot better defensively. So, yeah, I'm good with that. I just want to see a little bit more consistency out of Dylan Gabriel in some of these moments that are going to become a little bit bigger as they go down the road. Listen, Nebraska is terrible. They're putrid. They're one of the worst teams in all of college football right now. I mean, listen, you're putting them out there on the field, and, you know, Mickey Joseph, who I love, by the way, you're putting them out there on the field like, man, we had some great hard practices. We're really getting after it and everything. It's just like, that's great and all, but get back with me when OU plays someone better than, you know, Iowa Light.